to Congressman Mike Waltz, the Florida Republican, kind enough to join us now. Congressman, first on the economy and everything else, we'll know for sure on Thursday whether we're in a recession or not, depending on what that second quarter GDP number is. I'm sure many of your constituents and others have been indicating via these surveys they already feel we are. How are they reacting to the numbers we're getting?
Yeah, Neil, you can't spin, you can't hide from the gas pump. And it underlines and underscores every aspect of our economy. Everything has to be transported. Everything has to be delivered somewhere. And until Biden is willing to take on the progressives when it comes to our domestic energy policy, they're going to keep flailing around at this issue, and they are going to feel it when it comes to the ballot box in November.
So you don't buy what they're saying, that it's already working. They're opening up the Strategic Petroleum Reserve and pushing in that regard has sent gas prices down nearly 40 days running. We're over the worst of it. Things are getting better. That's just
I didn't buy it when they said it was.
You don't buy that, right?
I didn't buy it when they said inflation was transitory last year, and I don't buy this kind of nibbling around on the margins of the fundamental issue is that we have gone from 13 million barrels a day to 11 million barrels a day in U.S. exports just since last year. And geopolitically, we should be flooding the zone, especially in Europe, with cleaner American liquefied natural gas. And as long as gas prices stay as high as they are, Putin will have as much as he needs to continue his war machine. Instead of funding dictatorships and looking for their oil and gas, let's fund and let's support American oil and gas, and we will solve all kinds of problems, killing multiple birds with one stone.
Just to belabor this point with one other question, I'm curious what you make of the Russians now. They've sort of reopened the spigot through Gazprom, their state-controlled energy company, but providing a lot less natural gas to Europe than in the past. And the Europeans are already considering, rationing that out and urging member countries and their residents to curtail use by up to 15%. I know it's apples and oranges, Congressman, but do you see that kind of thing coming here?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of differences there, Neil, but I think what the Russians are doing is keeping just enough going to Europe while they shift their supplies to India, or they shift their exports to both India and China. China's up over 50% just in the last year and are filling that void as quickly as they can in terms of European markets. The thing I'm worried about, and we just met with President Zelensky in Ukraine, that he's worried about is Europe's in the middle of a heat wave right now.
Right.
When they get to winter, that's when it's really going to get critical, and the Europeans are already way under delivering what they promised Zelensky in terms of military aid. When they're in that kind of critical energy situation, they're gonna dial it back even further, and that means Putin's the winner.
You mentioned President Zelensky. You met with him. Now we know from the Russian foreign minister, one of their goals is to take him out of power. They left it open-ended how they could do that, but that he doesn't deserve to be the Ukrainian leader. What did you make of that?
Well, they've been trying it through political manipulation now for some time, and when that didn't work, I think that's one of the key reasons you saw this military invasion. Remember, their initial strategy was a quick decapitation of the Zelensky government, a quick seizure of Kyiv, and then bringing Ukraine under Russia as a vassal state. Obviously, that didn't work. Zelensky deserves all the credit we can give for his leadership in rallying not just the Ukrainian people, but I think all of the world to their fight for freedom. But he is incredibly afraid that the Biden administration will settle with the lines as they are, and that means that all Putin is going to do is hit a pause button, refit his military, and he'll be right back at it again. Zelensky is just incredibly concerned the administration is helping him play for a tie or helping him not lose so badly, rather than giving him what he needs to win in the time that he needs it, which is now.
You were mentioning China, sir, and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this dust-up over whether Nancy Pelosi can go ahead to Taiwan as she wants. A number of your Republican colleagues, maybe you are among them, says that she should go. The Chinese are apoplectic about it and don't think she should. I don't know what President Biden's view is on it, but he's been pretty quiet about it. How do you feel about her going to Taiwan?
Oh, I think she should absolutely go. It's rare that I show any kind of support for any policy of Nancy Pelosi, but in this one, we don't let the Chinese Communist Party dictate where our elected leaders visit, and both when and where in terms of supporting our allies. And the second thing, Neil, is what does that send? What kind of message does that send if she doesn't go? If she allows the bully to win, and Biden allows them to win, to the Japanese, the South Koreans, the Indians, Australians, and all of our other allies? If we won't even visit Taiwan, what message does that send in terms of defending Taiwan and defending freedom around the world?
Congressman Waltz, thank you very much, and for your service to this country. So people forget that, but I certainly do not. Congressman Mike Waltz of the state of Florida. In the meantime, here, I want to let you know a little bit more about how the